So, we've just had the season 12 finale. Owen and Amelia seemingly walking down the aisle. She finally made it. Where are we going to see them pick up in season 13? Is there a chance they might actually have some happiness for a while?
That's debatable on our show. You know, like we always say in the writers' room. You know, seeing couples being really happy gets boring really fast. You know, so I'm sure they'll have happy moments. But they're both quite complicated people, and they're both quite damaged people from their pasts, you know. And some would argue maybe they rushed into this marriage, even though they've been on again, off again for a couple of seasons. You know, they're only recently gotten back together again, and now they're fully married. So I think there's going to be maybe some fallout from that, which will be fun to play, to see. You know, and Amelia's very strong, you know, and has very strong ideas. And so does Owen, you know. So I think there's going to be some complications and fun stuff to play. Just seeing their newlywed few months, seeing how they're doing, and you know whether there's any sort of second thoughts or you know tough situations that they have to deal with. You know, so we'll see. It's not gonna be plain sailing. I know that. That's the one thing I know. You know.
One of the things ever is with these two characters, one of the things that I'm interested to see in season 13 is the discussion about kids, because for Owen that's been something he's very much wanted.
Yeah.
The relationship with Christina. Amelia obviously had a pregnancy that she lost the baby in private practice.
Yeah.
Do you think that could potentially be a stumbling block for them?
Again, it's a conversation that I hope, if I was Owen's best friend, I'd say to him, listen, you didn't ask Christina before you got married to her, like that fundamental question, do you want to have kids? Like he said, I hope you better make sure you ask Amelia. I hope he's already asked her. I'll be mad at Owen if he hasn't asked her, you know, and hasn't done his due diligence to find out. So we'll see, you know. I think it's obviously a trigger point for Amelia because she went through such a traumatic thing. And I know, but we all know that Owen's desperate to be a father and have a family. So I think that might be one of the things that we will really delve into in season 13 and see them struggle through that. I hope that they get there for my character's sake, selfishly, you know. So we'll see.
One of the things that's going to change for Owen is the fact that Carly has obviously moved off to New York. She's been one of his closest alliances through his time on the show at that time. How will that impact the character?
Yeah, I think Owen's going to be really affected by Carly leaving because I don't think he saw it coming, you know. I know she was thinking about this move, but then I don't know. I think in a way it's a bit like when some of the actors leave our show, you don't really feel their absence. It doesn't really feel real until they're actually not there anymore. You know, they keep saying they're going, but you know, things change. But when somebody's just gone, like when Christina was gone, it leaves a hole, it leaves a big gap. And I think Owen's really going to feel that. You know, him and Carly have always had this quite deep friendship, and they're very honest with each other, and they're kind of sounding board for each other, you know, and that's been their friendship. So Owen's going to need that, and he's going to miss her. So yeah, it's going to be tough for Owen not to have his sounding board friend there to sort of lean on, you know.
Something that all the fans are speculating on is the status of Owen's sister. There seems to be a growing trend that people think that she's going to reappear at some point, and that it's going to cause more conflict with Riggs and Owen. Is there any weight in that?
Anything can happen on our show. I don't think it would. My gut tells me it wouldn't happen soon, because it would be too coincidental that she's been gone for years and years and years, and then Nathan turns up, and then a few episodes later she turns up. But I think maybe in a few seasons' time, it would be really interesting if she's still alive. We've gone in the writers' room. We've gone from her being absolutely dead, dodo dead, to no, she's not dead. So that story is still quite fluid, you know, and we're still sort of discovering it. I like the idea of her turning up at some point, but because it would be very dramatic. But it has to be at the right time and feel organic, you know. So I think it'll be in a little while. It won't be soon.
Do you think there'd be any remorse on Owen's part in terms of the way that he's treated Riggs if she did turn back up?
I don't think so. I think Owen feels that he wasn't there for her in the way that he should have been, you know. And I think whether she turns up or not, you know, the fact is she's disappeared for all this time. Owen's lost her out of his life. His mum has lost her out of her life. You know, so I don't think he would apologise for his treatment of Owen. I think Owen obviously is being quite irrational, getting very emotional about this because it is her sister, which I understand. And Owen's quite hot-headed in that respect. So he might be apologetic for his hot-headedness, but I think he's justified in being upset that he doesn't feel Riggs was properly there for her, didn't really have her back, you know. So I don't think he'd ever apologise for that, for feeling that.